I have finally succeeded in getting the exact date for the Paws listing date, and in this particular video I'm going to show you a complete breakdown of what I have installed. In addition to that, we are going to go over some critical issues for this particular video. If you are new here, my name is Odis Profits and I make content about crypto tech and finance. So here in this video we will be talking about the three things concerning the Paws listing date. So everybody who has mined Paws or who has ever done it should actually know about the listing date, which has been a buzz in this industry. In addition to that, we're going to go over one, the market breakdown and how it affects Paws right now that the market isn't actually moving the way we want. Two is the key findings from these images, that's from the images on their X posts, so that you can be able to analyze it and my own findings. Then the third will be the final listing dates from this analyzed data. So let us deal with facts here and not just about any random thing that people will often say. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the first thing here is the market analysis and how it affects Paws. So as we all know, this is currently at CoinGecko right here. This is CoinGecko. And as you can see, the crypto market is now a downtrend. That's 5.4% downtrend as at the time of recording this video. Bitcoin is currently at 76,900, which is also 3.2% down. All right, 3.2% down, as well as 8.5% down in the last 7 days. So it's now a huge thing, all right, because it is already affecting mostly all the crypto coins that we have in the market or in this particular ecosystem, which is now begging the question whether it will be favorable for Paws in this their quest for listing at this critical time. Mind you, when the going was good, that's a few weeks back or even last month, people were actually rejoicing. At least the market wasn't all that down as it is as at the time of recording this video. So in my opinion, listing at a time when the market is actually going down begs the question whether it will be a profit, because once people sell, it will actually make it to dip and go down more, which is what most people actually do. All right. So that's a huge thing in the sense that it will affect the allocation as well as what profit people are actually going to make in this particular Paws listing. So that leads us to the second part of this video, which are these key findings. So here am I on the Paws X account, all right, Paws X account. So the first two videos, two images that we will be looking at critically will be the first one here, all right. This is actually the most recent picture or the most recent post about Paws, and this second one, which is right here, this keyboard shortcut that they give out. Hence, a good breakdown for this keyboard shortcut, we will be tackling it firstly. So as we already know, I'm going to on my device setup. All right, so the first thing that we need to be able to talk about is the listing. All right, so Paws will be listing on two blockchains, which is the BSC, as you're already seeing me mark it. All right, and I'm going to just a little bit change the color here, and the next will be on the Sol blockchain, which is right here as you're already seeing it. So Solana blockchain and BSC is where they want to be able to list their coin, that's their token, that's Paws. All right, so in addition to that, we're already seeing Paws at this particular point. That's the Paws here, the Paws here, as well as the Paws here. This is the S. So this four particular thing, that's one related to this, related to this, related to this, that's the Paws account being spelled. All right, so that is like the second thing. Then the next will be on their listing date. Mind you, this is the first image that we are tackling. Is going to be on the time of listing. All right. So here is, as you can see right here, this is a puzzle. So here is April, as we already seen it. APR, that's April. It will be listed out on April. All right. Then another puzzle concerning it is also the particular date of the listing. So in addition to all these things, we already have only two numbers right here. This is only two numbers that we have right here, which is, if you ask me, they are very critical. So the two numbers that we have is 5 and 6. That's 5 and 6. That is the two numbers that we have concerning this particular listing. Then the last but not the least will be on the time. That's now, as you already seen it right here. Now. All right. So these are the clues that we have for Paws before the listing. Okay. These are the clues that we have for Paws before the listing, and this is their particular logo. So now that we have seen it, this is the first image in terms of the analysis. So what can we deduce from this image? That one, it will be listed out on the sole blockchain. Okay, this is which is right here. Two, it will be also listed out on the BSC Smart Chain. In addition to that, it will be on April. Then it will be right now, or as you can see it. Then the last but not the least is this number 5 and 6, which I'm going to show you a complete breakdown of it in the next image, which is the next clue. So as you can see, you can be able to screenshot this and have a glimpse of what it will be for you. Okay, now on moving on to the next image, let's move on to the next image and analyze it. So this next image is the one that actually was posted 1 day ago. That is yesterday, which is on Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, Wednesday the 9th. That is what today's date is, Wednesday the 9th. And it now begs the question on these Paws dates, which is what I think is the listing date or a calendar date, if you ask me. Then, in terms of breaking down the analysis, the first thing that we need to be able to find here, which is our first clue, is this Wednesday that is right here on the image. All right, if you zoom in, you are going to see it clearly. The Wednesday is already listed out on top there. That is what you are seeing at the top right corner of this particular video, which is right here. There's a Wednesday that is written there. Okay, so that is the first thing that you need to be able to have in at your back of your mind. Then the next thing is, what are these particular seats that is giving out this get Paws screen? What are they, and why is the logo placed at this particular one that is right here? That is the next question that we have to ask for this next clue. So if you ask me, and the breakdown that I found there is that this Wednesday, which is the one that you're already seeing at this particular point here, is the first breakdown. All right, is the first breakdown of the Wednesday that we have, and the one that we are currently at. That is the first one. The next will be this particular seat that is right here, signifying a week has passed. So the next Wednesday is going to be listed out on a Wednesday. The next week has passed. After that, another week actually comes here, which is this one, this week. Then the next one is this particular week. This is the clues. So we have, after this Wednesday, which is the one that is currently today, as at the time of recording this video, we have the next 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks after that, and the third week, it will be a clue for the Paws listing, meaning that we have 1, 2, and 3 weeks left as at the time of recording this video, which now begs us to the question between the 5 and the 6 that we posted out earlier concerning the analysis. Now, if we go through our calendar, right? If we go through our calendar right here, today is the 9th of April, all right? Then this particular month of April on 2025 has this set number of weeks, which is also similar to the one that we already have. It is 5 weeks, okay? There's 5 weeks right here, which is this one that we already currently at, this one which is on 16th, 23rd, and the 30th. That is the 6 weeks, the 5 weeks that we already have. Then the 5 and 6, which is on the previous image, if you multiply them, there's going to give you 30. Okay, it is going to give you 30, and that is a very significant number right here. So 30 is a significant clue right here, which is very, very important. So it's going to be on a Wednesday, and it's going to be on April, and those seats that we just skipped right here, signifying the weeks, still boils down to the final clue that we are going to show you, which is down on this final step. All right, so without any further ado, which is on the final step, also that means that this Paws airdrop, if you ask me, on this third step, will be on the 30th / on the 23rd of this month, but more towards the 30th of this April that it will be listed out. That's my full breakdown of the analysis, I think it's the listing date for the Paws airdrop. Let me know what you think. If you find anything contrary to it, and you can be able to share it in the comment section. My name is Odis Profits. Please like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification, as well as join the Telegram channel. Link in the description. Once again, I wish you well. Thanks.